limited staff in the municipal clerk's office as is.
If do we see the OPA request being a temporal issue, or do we see them being a permanent issue? Yeah.
Man.
Oh, I know your answer.
Councilman, I can't answer that question for you because the amount that have come in.
And it's not just the OPA requests. I mean, we have additional parking permits now. We've done, by 9 o'clock this morning, we had 310 dogs licensed since the beginning of the year. We have been inundated with the abandoned properties. It's bringing in $20,000 every 2 days, if not more, which is great. But there's a lot of paperwork that goes with it. So a part-time employee would help funnel some of that day-to-day filing and generic work so that I can have my deputy assist me in the more complicated tasks that the day-to-day.
She said better than I could.
Maybe.
Do you have any other questions?
Also, are there any other members of council who have questions or comments on this?
I did.
Go ahead.
My concern is that we did not budget for this last year. Therefore, we created the temporary budget based on last year's expenditures and job positions. We did not, until we adopt the budget, it doesn't feel, I don't think we have the funds to be able to do this. To be honest, I wasn't aware we were even advertising for a job. I get it, 47 OPA requests is a little crazy. And I don't know the nature of why we have so many. It seems to be a new problem, but I understand we need to address it. It feels like a short-term problem though, not a long-term problem. Maybe. I just don't feel we know enough about it.
Councilman Woods?
No, I don't have anything, thank you.
Council Vice President?
I said this before and I'll say it again. If anyone at this dais has not gone up and sat with our staff and sees what they go through, please do. Please sit down. Stop by, bring them an iced coffee. Get to see what goes on in there. I have nothing further.
We can roll call.
Councilman Davis?
I'll abstain.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Fulper?
Yes, 2019-28 is passed.
Thank you.
Welcome. We now have old business that was tabled and discussed at the work session, and this would have been ordinance 2019-02, ordinance Town of Phillipsburg County, Warren State, New Jersey, amending 69 vehicles and traffic section 28 parking lots code of Town of Phillipsburg in order to designate certain spaces marked as veterans parking only. Can I get a motion to untable?
Councilman, before you do that, if I may,
You may.
we're preparing a memo that's going to circulate to the council in advance, so we can just keep it tabled if you want to. In advance of the February 5th meeting, you'll have the memo on some of the legal issues that were raised at the last meeting.
We'll also have the mayor in attendance, so that would. Okay. Do you see the legal issues you think that would hinder? You can do it.
Let's wait till they put them on.
Well, I don't really like that. Keep you in suspense. Okay, I have no problem keeping it tabled under Council Winter's direction. Anyone else? Okay, we'll leave it tabled. Moving forward, resolution 2019-19, which is tabled. A resolution approving a junk dealer's license for 2019.
So moved.
So prior to that, like, Vicky, do we have required documentation for this?
It's in our packet.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, it was
We
pulled
previously
last
did,
time
yeah.
Yeah, it was in,
at the clerk's request.
yeah.
Everything's been satisfied?
Okay, thank you. All right, I'll second that.
Thank you.
Discussion.
Yeah, I have something.
Sure.
Instead of waiting for January, at our January meeting, can this be brought up in, like, say, November? In case there's a problem with this, and then comes the first of the year, we can have it ready? In case we have a development going on and we don't want it anymore, at least we have a 30-day or 60-day leeway.
So that's you, counsel.
Yeah, I mean, the licenses are annual.
Right.
And you can't renew it prior to it expiring, but you certainly can begin the process. And you speak in terms of vetting potentially problematic applications or licenses. There's nothing that would prohibit the council from doing that, or to the clerk's office.
I'd like to suggest that, in case something, that development goes on back there or something's going on, and we have a chance to say no.
Sure.
Yeah, we actually got this one early. We usually get it in April.
Okay. Is there any other questions?
No, I don't know.
Vice Mayor? Councilman? Sorry.
We're still on tabling, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll call.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGrano?
Yes.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Booker?
Yes. Resolution 2019-19 has been successfully untabled. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. Third.
Is there discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGrano?
Yes.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Booker?
Yes. Okay, there's no veto. Moving forward, new business. Councilman Lutz.
I might as well bring this on new business. Can anybody tell me what the smell is downtown area?
Blows, bro.
Very, very potent, very strong.
I spoke with Dan Baranski, the blower broke. They were getting us quotes to fix it. However, I do know we have a sewer meeting coming up soon, and we're gonna have to make a decision on fixing the water treatment plant anyway, so.
Okay. I mean, it is bad downtown, very
And does it
bad.
smell like fecal matter, or does it smell like the,
No, no bubble gum.
right, I was.
It's like a really rich,
Is it like the chemical they use to just to deodorize?
I would think so.
Yeah,
I would think so.
okay.
But, I mean, the last couple of days, I mean, you really smell it. When I left the house, it was very potent. Tonight,
Really?
yeah.
Okay. Let's take it right down there.
That's all I have, thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Davis?
I have no new business. I do believe that we do need to vote on these committee appointments, so Council President. is-
I was gonna bring them
Okay.
forward.
Oh, great, thank you.
You can bring it forward.
Nope, you're good.
Councilwoman DeGrano?
I have two items. One is 300 Firth Street. Can we get an updated report from inspections on that address? I was there this weekend after a complaint, and it's not gated, well, it looks like it's sort of gated, but it also looks like they took everything around it and threw it in the backyard.
So you're talking about the old Savage property in Firth Street?
Yes.
Right next to the senior center?
Yes.
That is being purchased by a flipper, and they planned on flipping the property. However, they destroyed the town property
Well-
that sits right next to it, including our fence of the senior center.
Correct.
Spoke with Bill Spencer over at the senior center. He said he had discussions with the mayor about the town possibly purchasing the property, demolishing the structure, and donating it back to the senior center, which is really the town's property, for a park for the seniors. I'm fully in favor of it. It's how we go about doing it. The mayor does need to initiate those conversations. He needs to get council involved, and he needs to reach out to the owner of the building.
Do we need inspections to cite them?
They certainly can, they've been cited before.
They have.
Yes.
Okay. And the only other item was, we had discussed taking action on any revolving loans greater than 90 days. Can we start that process now? Councilman Lutz agrees. We've talked about it. Are we ready to act?
Oh, yes, we even brought it up. I'm ready to bring it up. I mean, if it's okay with the council, I'm for it. I mean, there's a lot of money out there and nothing's coming in, and it's very, very sad. And it's well-known people in the town. It's just sad that this has to happen, but we have to do it. We have to go after it. And it's like, if we just go after the people that, within the 90 days or whatever, and the people that did file bankruptcy, it could be roughly around $300,000. So, yes, I'm for it. I'm for it, let's go for it. I know it's probably gonna hurt a lot of people, but hey, they wanted the money, they got it, but they didn't pay us back.
That's not a bank.
I'll make that motion to
And I'll
ask the
second.
attorney to draft a formal letter requesting payment.
A motion and a second.
Second.
Is discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGiorno?
Yes.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Colbert?
Yes.
That's all I have.
Vice President? Good, sir. The only thing I have, Councilman Davis said you were all submitted with the council assignments. I think I put them in Saturday night to Sunday. I apologize for my tardiness. I'd like to put this forth for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Wait a second.
Second.
Discussion?
Council President, I hope council would consider adding me to one or two additional committees. I think I'd be of great use on either the Recreation Advisory Committee or the Landlord Tenant Subcommittee. I'm doing some counting. It seems like all the council folks are assigned to 4 or 5, or I'm assigned to 2. I think that I have useful skills that would present themselves at either one of those committees.
No. That can be changed at any time, correct?
You'd be willing to sit on the, I don't know where that came from, that got fixed real fast. You'd be willing to sit on the Recreation Advisory Committee with me?
I'd be glad to.
Is the rest of the council, they're okay with that, yes?
Yes.
So I'd like to add Councilman Davis to the Recreation Advisory Committee. Councilman Davis, under Council Winter's discretion, I can't add you to the Landlord Task Force, the subcommittee, because we already have 2 of us on it. What would happen is if we did that, we'd have a quorum. It would then become a committee of the whole.
Understood, Council President.
Would you like to go to Municipal Alliance?
He could come on Board of Ed.
Like the Board of Education?
Like I said, if the council would be so inclined to grant me a position on the Recreation Advisory Committee, I'd be satisfied with that.
Sure. You told me 4 or 5.
Well, I said everyone else has 4 or 5, so I'd like at least one more.
I'm okay with it. I mean,
Yeah, wouldn't be comfortable being a liaison to the Board of Education just because both of my parents are employed by the Board of Education. I think it's a conflict of interest.
Okay. I'll also you said it was okay to put you on board?
Yes, if you'd be so inclined.
Yes.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so I'm
Councilman.
adding Councilman Davis to the Board of Education liaison.
Other one. Wait, not the Board of Education. Recreation Advisory Committee.
I already did that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Please don't add me to the board division.
Okay, that's it. Motion to approve as amended.
So moved.
Second.
Excellent. Roll call?
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Yes?
Councilman Litz?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Holbrook?
Yes. Okay. I have nothing.
And Council President, if I may, we just get a resolution appointing Danielle DiGirolamo as the Class 3 member to the
Yes.
Planning Board. That'd be Resolution 2019-30? Huh? Well, I'll defer to the clerk.
28.
29.
29 was the,
Okay, look at that.
Change order, yeah.
yeah. Go with 30.
Yeah, I believe it's 30.
Yep, you're right. Third.
Okay, so that'll be a resolution 2019-30 to appoint Councilwoman Danielle DeGirolamo for a term of 1 year, and that is a Class 3.
So moved.
Second. Roll call?
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Yes?
Councilman Litz?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Holbrook?
Yes. Congratulations. Councilwoman? Okay, we can now move forward to public petitions. This is the time when the public can speak. So feel free to stand to the podium. You have 5 minutes. Floor is yours.
I'm Joe Minor, I live at 392 South Main Street, Apartment 2. At the next work session, you're inviting the engineer and somebody else. There's a man, I don't know his name, but he's respected by all sides of what goes on in this area. He's the engineer that works with the sewers. And he would also be an excellent person to have in getting his opinion, including when you bring up the bond issues and how much the real costs of bringing our sewers and our water system and our storm sewers and sanitary sewers up to date. I would very much like you to also invite him. Does somebody know his name?
Dan Baranski?
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else?
David Morissette, 5 Fairview Heights, Phillipsburg, New Jersey. I had a question about Resolution 2019-28. I actually did recommend that maybe this position was needed, or a position was needed, because of the delay in open requests and corresponding with council president. Now, was this position, my understanding is that for positions inside Phillipsburg, for administrative positions, normally the mayor advises for the position. Did the mayor advise for this one?
The council can hire its own employees, free and independent of the mayor's input. That's in the statutes. So that's what this is. This is the council hiring an employee who I believe is a lateral move. She already employed by the town of Phillipsburg. So it's not a new hire. It's a transfer to the clerk's office under the jurisdiction of the council.
Okay. So when somebody's hired under the jurisdiction of the council, is it correct that they're basically stipulated to do work for the council, not general administrative work?
Yeah, they're working in the office of the municipal clerk. So whatever the clerk's office is doing, that's the work that person would be performing. Those duties attendant to the office of the municipal clerk.
Okay. I thought they'd be more limited to work with the council, for example, preparing agendas for the meetings and that type of thing. I thought Oprah's would fall under like the general administrative work, so they probably wouldn't be helping with Oprah's.
No, the municipal clerk is the custodian of records for purposes of Oprah. So that is in the department of the municipal clerk. So anyone working in that department would then have the right to work on those matters.
Okay. Great, thank you very much.
Anyone else? Okay, there being none, close that portion. We now have an ability hearing, so we can move forward to council open time. Councilman Lewis.
No, I don't.
Councilman Davis.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Councilman, let's go ahead.
I'm sorry, I do. I just want to tell the people that the redevelopment authority or redevelopment people are really, we're moving. And it's going very well right now. That's all I can say right now.
Thank you.
But we are going, and we are ahead of schedule, and it looks very good. So thank you.
Great. Thank you. Councilman Davis.
Sure. A few things. Just reporting back from the SOURCE subcommittee, we're still waiting a response from Greenwich Township on our offer to settle the litigation. We're still waiting on that piece of the puzzle to figure out our complete financial position for 2019. We've reached out to our attorney in that matter to try and help expedite that response so we can figure out how we can wrap that up once and for all. Further to that, I'm excited for the legislature to start working on their legislation package for 2019. I think there's some unique programs that could be coming out that could be extremely useful to Phillipsburg, particularly when it comes to stormwater management. If those pass towards the end of January, I look forward to bringing those up at future work sessions. The only other thing I have is that I'm excited about the investment downtown with the redevelopment. I also want to give kudos to some of the investors who have worked on some of the residential apartments that have been renovated in downtown. I had a chance to peruse a few of them this morning and done some pretty exquisite work. And I'm hopeful that we'll get continued capital investment in Phillipsburg in the near future. That's all, Council President. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman.
I had quite a bit, but I'm going to skip it. I had an opportunity to attend the middle school drama presentation this weekend, Elf Jr. I don't know if anybody else was able to attend it, but I had a few free hours Saturday, so before the storm that didn't happen. I headed over to see the middle school drama. They did an incredible job. Apparently, they had a lot of change with the middle school drama, so the fact they were able to pull it off, they really felt proud of themselves. It's an affordable afternoon. I'd encourage anybody that hasn't gone to support them to please do so. The high school has an upcoming play as well. And one other thing that came out from the county, it is cold. Blue alerts are going out, code blue, as well as the homeless hotline. So the numbers for that would be 908-475-6218. And the toll-free number after hours is 877-661-4357. If you notice anyone in the cold or homeless, please call one of those numbers so we can get them under the code blue service. That's all. Thank you.
Council Vice President.
Echoing Councilman Lutz's sentiment towards what we are moving forward at very good and comfortable speed. I'm personally humbled to spend time with the councilman, listening to his past terms as a councilman in the 90s, in addition to what he's doing now, in addition to the vast history and everything that comes out at every part of every section of the town. I'm quite humbled. I've learned a lot. I couldn't be any prouder of serving on the subcommittee with you, sir. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
That's very kind. The only thing I do have, and I'll read a short excerpt, we did work out a deal with Chief Rob Stettner from the Phillipsburg Police Department, who has provided us with a year-end report. He will be providing us with a monthly report as well. I will skip the statistics, but we'll make them available to you at the next meeting okay, this way you all have them. So Vicki, if we can just make them available for the public. Okay. What I do want to say is he provided us with a quick synopsis. He says attached you will find the patrol statistics as well as the uniform crime report for 2017 and 18. In addition to these statistics, the police department was involved in the many community policing activities this past year. In February, we hosted the first civilian police academy at the Pilgrim Presbyterian Church. This was an opportunity for our citizens to learn the different aspects of law enforcement. During the month of March and April, every officer was trained by a representative of CARES, which is the Center for Addiction Recovery and Education Services. This training was designed to better prepare our officers in assisting citizens in getting help for their addictions. Through this limitative, hundreds of business cards have been distributed with the different resources in our area. In May, the department hosted its second job fair at the Firth Youth Center. There were 38 prospective employers in attendance. The second Junior Police Academy commenced in July. This week-long training allows our youth to learn the rigors of police work. National Night Out was celebrated the first Tuesday in August. This event has steadily grown over the years and is held at Chappelle Park. We had some bad luck this year with the weather in October, and unfortunately we had to cancel this year's fall festival. We will be back next year. November was a special month for the department. First, we were honored to host the annual Blue Mass at the Diocese of Metuchen on the 7th of November. As the host agency, officers were tasked with various responsibilities at the Mass. This annual Mass honors those in law enforcement as well as remembering those who have fallen. This was followed up with a memorial service for the Kenneth Rhett Vandergrift on the 20th of November. This was the anniversary of his line of duty death. We closed out the year participating in the Christmas tree lighting. Officers made 500 hot dogs on this evening. It's a lot of hot dogs. We have also continued or created other notable programs within the community. We are third in our Year of Station House Adjustment Leader program. This program is a diversionary program from the court system aimed at helping youth who may get in trouble and find their way out by getting them on a positive course forward. We also have a karate program that is one day at the Firth Youth Center. This is free karate instruction that is provided by the police department and focuses on the disciplines that karate has to offer. As is evident by our involvement in these different activities, we have focused on our youth, the opioid crisis, and the citizen interaction in general. These are all activities that are done through our day-to-day operations. It should also be noted that the unions have been responsible for many initiatives on their own. This year, they took relief items to North Carolina in the aftermath of Hurricane Florence, handed out candy on Halloween, delivered 63 meals on Thanksgiving, and provided wrapping paper at the holidays for gifts. All of this is on their own accord and with no cost to the town. In closing, it is my hope that we continue on this path and continue to grow as a community partner. This can only be achieved with the continued support of council and the town administration. The reason I read that to you this evening is because we normally do focus on the negative. I would like to say that I do believe the abundance that we have read here, it sounds like our police department was pretty busy last year, doing positive things. Now, when you see the statistics, there are a lot of negative as well, but I do believe that what Chief Sedgner has outlined here goes to show that the police are an extreme positive force here in the town of Phillipsburg, and I would hope that all of you could support them the way we do as well. With that being said, I just would publicly like to thank Chief Robert Sedgner for taking the time to prepare this report for council, and I look forward to speaking with him again and to ascertaining these reports in the future, and I have nothing further. We have motions for approval for transfer of a firefighter, Christopher L. Farley Sr. from the Jersey Hose, number 2 Warren Chemical Fire Company. An approval for reinstatement of Brittany Reed to the Lincoln Engine Company, number 2. Approval of application for active duty Jeffrey A. Montalvo for Jersey Hose, number 2. And an approval of application for active duty for Johanna M. Vargas, Lincoln Company, number 2.
So moved.
Second.
And good luck to him.
Correct. There being no discussion other than good luck, roll call vote, Vicki?
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas?
Yes.
Councilman Litz?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Schaefer?
Yes. There are no special use permits. We will be going into an executive session this evening. Would be 2018-31, unless 28, this is 28 was already allotted for this, right?
No.
No, so it'd be 2018-31, a resolution to provide for the executive meeting for the purpose of counsel for the town of Phillipsburg for the purpose of contractual matters and action may or may not be taken,
And also litigation.
and also litigation.
So moved.
So moved. Second?
Did you give
Roll call.
it
We could be in there for 45 minutes to an hour, folks.
Councilman Davis?
So much for fast meeting.
So that was a roll call, right?
Councilman Woods?
Yes.
Council Vice President McFerrin?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes.
This week, it's actually.
Motion reconvene? Second?
We're turned off.
It's gonna make that motion.
I'm saying I ain't the same.
We have a motion and a second.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilman Woods?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Council Vice President McFerrin?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes.
And Council President, I guess entertain a motion to authorize the town attorney to undertake the action discussed in executive session within the parameters that were also discussed therein.
So moved.
Second. Okay.
Roll call?
Yeah.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Councilman Woods?
Yes.
Council Vice President McFerrin?
good.
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes.
Yeah. So moved.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I said.
Aye.
All in favor?
Sure.